Hey, Tim here with Expert Power Wash. Got another skid tour to show you guys. It's not the one there behind me. That's for a van. I may show you guys that build in another video. But the one I wanted to show you is this one here. So this is double trouble. 2 pressure washers, Titan stacked reels. Let's jump into this tour and I'll give you all the details. Let's take a look. Here it is. So this is an 8-foot pressure washing soft wash skid. Give you a quick walk around and then we'll jump into some of the details. Funny thing, I can hear a pressure washer in the background. It sounds like a commercial unit. Sounds like somebody's getting some work done. Here's the back of it. Around the other side. All right, let's start here. So this is going to be the Honda GX690. This is a gear drive unit, 8 gallons a minute, 3,500 PSI. So when I say gear drive unit, here's the pump. And then this part here, this is the gearbox. And then that bolts to the motor. This one has a K7 unloader. So this is going to be the soft release unloader. A lot of times when you're pressure washing and you pull the trigger gun, the pressure washer is going to jump in your hands. With this one, it is a nice soft release. This is an upgrade. So if this is something you want, let us know. We can definitely block mount these. Let me get a closer look there. Show you this. By block mounting this, what this does is it takes it off of the pump. There's just less wear and tear in the pump with having that heavy unloader bolted there to the end of it. We got a 45 here coming out of the pump. That just helps the inlet hose flow a little bit better. Big old Dodge diesel in the background pulling up. Give you a look at this angle here. Something about our skids is kind of our signature is we like to have our bed space empty. So you're able to use this for hauling things. You know, you need a blower, garbage can, Skyvac, whatever you need to load into your side of your truck. By having a skid in your truck, it doesn't completely take away that ability to still put things in your truck. This is our slim aluminum fuel tank. This is 13 gallons. It's about 7 inches wide, and what we've done here is we've got a custom bracket here, and it just tucks neatly behind this bar. So if you look, still plenty of space to load things. It's up above the tailgate. So as long as you pull up, and this is the driver's side, fill your truck up, pull about halfway up, and then fill this up without any extra moves. We try to make sure everything is flows so you're able to efficiently use this thing. Show you the other side here and some of the plumbing. We got T-strainer filters, all banjo plumbing. Got the soap tank there. These all go into the pressure washer. You can see the soft wash system there on the back side. Locking surface cleaner rack here. So this is all aluminum, stainless steel hardware. So that latch is stainless steel. And then the hinges over here are all stainless steel. You can see how this thing's all constructed, super heavy duty. This over here is the 5.5 gallon a minute Honda 390 gear drive unit. Key start, of course. This customer wanted 2 pressure washers but didn't want to run 2 8s just to kind of conserve some of the water flow. Again, the gear drive unit there, and then the general pump. Over here, this is a downstream bypass with a chemical injector here. So you're able to do downstreaming and then just flip the knob there and that'll bypass it and turn your soap off. 4 electric Titan hose reels. You got a hose reel for each pressure washer, pressure hose. Got our ball valve swivel. These are super nice. because even under pressure, as long as they're the nice stainless steel Mossmatic ones, you can still turn them very easily even under pressure. That's just how they're designed. Let me show you our wiring here. This is an area where people often cut corners. I'll give you some of the close-ups here. I don't mind showing you guys. We're very proud of our wiring. Anybody that contacts us knows that when I start explaining these things, I likely lose you because I'm getting into the weeds. But you know, this is 8 gauge. It's USA made wiring. It's pure strand copper wiring. So a lot of the Chinese junk, they'll use filler materials in the wiring, and it just doesn't conduct as well. It doesn't hold up as well. That's often where you have electrical issues. We've tried to eliminate some of that type of stuff on our skids and just use good stuff and good quality stuff, and it seems to last a bit longer than some of the junk that's out there. So like I said, 2 18-inch reels, 2 12-inch reels. You got 100 feet of 3/4 garden hose, 200 feet of softwash hose. This garden goes into a Hudson float valve there on the top. So as the tank fills up, it'll hit up against the bottom of that Hudson float valve and turn the water off. So when your tank's full, the water automatically turns off. On over to this side here. Well, let's go back over here. So this is the softwash gun, J-rod, 4 nozzles, that's all stainless steel. These are matched to this softwash system. You can see we have these all going the same way. Got the right nozzles for the right pump. Often people have pump issues is because they don't have their tips dialed in to the right size pump. We've built a ton of these and we've found what nozzles work the best on these. This is a nice little feature here. This is our downstream bypass rinse out valve. So you can direct the downstream injector to pull chemical or water with just the flip of the valve there. Here's the back. I'm going to give you a closer look at our plumbing here. These are all uniseals, flow through plumbing. I'm going to take this off and show you. Again, I don't mind showing you guys all the details. You can replicate this if you want, or just have us professionally build it. But do you see how the hose flows all the way through? There's no bulkhead here. As long as you put these in right, I've seen guys make mistakes on these uniseals. As long as you put them in right, these things seal up. They work very, very well. Got a slotted PVC filter there in the bottom. We got 2 going into water, 1 going into bleach. That other hose is for the rinse valve. I'll show you that in just a second. I'm going to back up here and show you guys this. So this water tank here is not typical. This is a 270 gallon Hydrotech tank. So this was a special order from the customer, but if you look at the way that this looks on the skid, besides having a curved area here, it fits in there very, very well. It's a little bit wider than our typical tanks with having 2 of them in there, but you actually get 70 gallons more of water. Problem with these tanks, they're expensive. They're about 1,100 bucks. Super thick, DOT approved. I mean, this is what they put on the Hydrotech trailers, if you guys have ever seen those. Real nice tanks, but like I said, they are costly. But it does give you an additional 70 gallons of water. With 2 pressure washers on this guy here, it's super important that you have all the water you can get. Take a look inside the box here. Actually, before we jump over there, let me show you this. There's a charging port here. This is the Noco brand. I see a bunch of Amazon knockoff type stuff that is a lot cheaper, but that's a corner there where it's just not worth putting a bunch of junk, cheap Chinese stuff on skids. I'll show you in here. There's the keys for the locking box and locking surface cleaner rack. Wiring's all running real nice. This is our circuit breaker, so we can actually turn the reels off and lock up the box, and then nobody can mess with the reels. Go ahead and close that up. So that's our other soap tank, and I'll show you how both of these soap tanks work. This is how we like to do it. I don't like to put an extra metering valve on here. There is a spot for one if somebody ever wanted to do that. What we do with the two soap tanks is got another 1/4 inch valve here. So facing down is the soap tank down into the skid. Facing up is the soap tank that is up on the side here. This is our Pro Mixer XL. 3/4 valves on the water and the bleach to help it flow a little bit better. Got the 1/2 inch valve there on the center for the soap. This is our rinse valve. So if it's up on chemical, you're gonna pull bleach. Down here, you're gonna pull water. And how that works is this mixing system will pull out of 3 different tanks, and then it goes up into that manifold. This is a brand new manifold, by the way. These are our brand new black ones. But it'll go into that manifold. We got 3/4 hose here going into the pump, and then 1/2 inch out. But what the 3-way valve does, this stays on all the time. If you use any of our mixers here, we have this on just a little bit, like 1 or less than 1. Chemical all the way on. Man, that truck is loud in the background. But anyways, you can switch it. You're pulling bleach there, or down, like I said, you're pulling water. And that's where you get the additional water line there. We're back at the pressure washer there. Some of the plumbing here, I'll give you a closer look at that. Super high quality plumbing down there, T-strainers, stainless steel clamps. These clamps we get out of the UK. They're very expensive, but I haven't found anything that works a lot better than these. That's a look at Jackson's skid. This is going up to the Seattle area. We're excited to be delivering this today to him, and I'm sure it'll give him many, many years of productive washing. If you guys are interested in one of these, I'll put all my information down below. A way to contact us. There's financing available. All types of different resources. Oh, one thing that I wanted to show you guys before I go is some pieces of aluminum over here. I set them out here. So this is what our skids are made out of. You can see this is 1/4 inch thick stuff. So I'll show you where these are at over here. These, and up under here. Let me see if I can show you guys any of this type of stuff. Anyways, you're not putting this type of weight, multiple machines up on shelves and expecting this thing to stay together if you're using anything but this. The problem, and we see a lot of skids here come into our shop. Just had one last week. I got some raw video footage. I'll probably post it to our Facebook or something later on, but it was literally this thick. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to get a penetrating weld using materials that thick on a skid versus something like that. Let me put it up and compare the two so I can see. Yeah, it's about half as thick. So you got about half the strength. Problem is, those skids are half the price, and guys are buying them thinking they're getting a good deal on a skid. You're really not. So I'll let you make the buying decision. If you want a cheap skid, you want to get one of those that are built with half the materials, be my guest. But anybody else looking for a quality skid, we could definitely build one for you. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.
How's it going, everyone? This is Jackson with Mount Baker Window Cleaning. I just picked up our brand new skid from Tim Cray here at Expert Power Wash. We are absolutely in love with this thing and have been looking forward to something just like this for a number of years. I know that our crew is going to be really happy with it. We've got 2 pressure washers, downstreaming, 12-volt soft wash system, as well as 4 electric hose reels. This thing is absolutely magic alone, and I know Bye.